when you have sex with a girl, you're supposed to try to make her finish, you know?
Did she just say that?
Yeah, I did.
I usually do that.
Do you?
If you have to ask or point out, I've got some news for you, buddy. Hey guys, 90 Day's next spin-off series, The Last Resort, it's here. Because we can just not get enough.
Bring it on.
I did notice from the trailer that it's got a few characters that we love to hate, including Angela. And Big Egg, the big douche.
Ed's a douchebag, man.
I see he's still going strong with Liz.
I am on my very, very last straw.
Alright, let's take a quick look at our contestants. So we have Kelly and Molly not sitting together, off to a good start. Jovi and Yara, remember they had a kid together? I'm sure it's fine. Big Ed and the girl that cried leaving Ed. I don't believe you anymore, and at this point, you're as bad as he is. Remember that time she actually ran away from him?
Drama!
Well, she's still here. Next up is Kalani, who is also a mum, but don't worry, she brought her eldest with her. There he is, Asuelu. And lastly, yes, they brought her back, the ray of sunshine herself, Angela. On the couple's retreat, pretty much by herself, because here's Michael on the iPad, because this guy is still waiting for his green card. Yeah, 3 years later. At least she kind of sold him now. So they have 2 weeks to find out if they want to be together or not. Or it's just the hosts couldn't handle more than 2 weeks for this group for good reasons. And then I'm guessing they have to announce their decision at the end in front of everyone.
I do love you, Michael, with all my heart. But these are divorce papers.
No.
Are you ready? Let's go. There was a bit of a build-up for the intro to the couples meeting, but it really wasn't much to look at, so let's push past that and get to the good stuff.
Cheers.
We began unlocking issues during the first group session, but the one that really stood out the most was Kalani and Asuelu, so let's get to that. So here we have 34-year-old Kalani and Asuelu, who's 27 and originally from Samoa. They've been together for about 5 years now, have 2 kids together, but for those of you who don't know this couple, Kalani is basically a mother of 3. I'm talking about you, buddy. He really does love her.
Cheers, my love.
But if you went to an abandoned swamp, scooped what you could from the bottom, mashed it all together, you'd still have a more helpful partner than what she's got now. He sees the water, runs toward it while undressing it, just throwing his clothes and responsibilities to the wind, just left the kids. Don't worry, mum will get it. I feel like I don't even need to do a backstory for this couple. The dynamic for a dude basically dating his mum while he plays video games and acts like a child is brutally obvious. And on top of that, he cheated.
Our marriage is really hard and because of me.
At least he can self-analyze and realize that he's got issues to work on, so he gets a gold star from me. Kalani's sister is also there to look after the actual kids, while the couple focus on counselling activities. And since the cheating came out, it's just a little uncomfortable.
I have a lot of things that I need to work on myself.
Now, relationships are a two-way street. Both need to work on themselves. But in saying that, it is mostly him that needs to make changes.
Basically doing everything by myself and also critiquing what I do.
Remember, it's a two-way street, so Kalani does need to work on herself a little bit, especially when it comes to not talking down to him, asking without the guilt trips. So a little bit there. But how he acts, I can't really sit here and say I really blame her, but she's not really helping the relationship. During the group meeting, we got such a wave of information on this couple. Some issues like he needs to work on himself and basically grow up. Now, we've kind of known about that since the beginning, but as it continued, we found out how Kalani knew that he had cheated. Turns out his tongue was white during a FaceTime call, and she said it looks like you have a yeast infection. So to rectify, he gave her a hall pass to make it even, and she took it. And then he was confused.
You gave me a hall pass, I took it.
Because it was a trap. You were supposed to say no and then say, I could never do that and I love you. You failed.
As a therapist, I do not believe the hall pass is a good idea at all.
You mean as someone with a brain a hall pass is a bad idea? She goes on to explain that she was a 29-year-old virgin when she met him, so she trusted and gave him everything. Asuelu mentions that he's not the best guy and they're there because of him, and mostly yes, but still, a relationship is a two-way street. So I'm still waiting for Kalani to acknowledge what she did was wrong and apologize, not just explain why she did what she did.
And then after that, it escalated into actual sex.
And that's good to share, but she still hasn't apologized, which is so important for the steps to recovery. She does bring up that during the hall pass, she both French and Aussie kissed someone and then slept together. If you don't know what an Aussie kiss is, it's like a French kiss, but down under. And then we find out she's still in contact with the hall pass guy that she met on social media.
Kalani, what the hell are you doing?
Even though they broke up.
Wow.
When she asked him to ask any question that he might have, first ones were, did he do better than me? And did you enjoy it? How is that the first thing that comes to mind?
Okay, do you want me to be honest?
Yep.
No, don't do it, it's a trap. She points out the differences sex with the new guy was about what both of them wanted, not just one. She's trying to inform him of something here. He doesn't understand and no one is surprised, so she breaks it down further. Basically, it'd be nice if both of us finished.
So it actually is like he's better than me.
I'm not gonna say that.
That means yes.
Do you really have feelings for him?
Oh, finally a useful question. But did we get an answer to that? No, we didn't. The episode just ended on that. But I got your back. You don't have to wait like I did. Let's go have a look.
Yes.
And there we go. He's clearly hurt by this, but then she gets defensive and asks why he's feeling that way. What? You don't cheat away your feelings. So she basically goes on a tangent about he was the first person she slept with, and yes, it's a big deal that she slept with someone, but she had to keep a connection with him. That makes so little sense to me. How can you work on your marriage if you can't even let the other person you slept with go? I really felt sorry for Kalani all these years watching this couple unfold, and after this, I think I'm just about ready to put this relationship in the bin. He says sorry again, and then she just shuts it down. Stop saying sorry and prove it.
Prove it!
They kind of go round and round, and I'll spare you the carousel ride. Basically, they both got the French kiss down under, and Kalani asks, what's the difference? And yes, both acts are bad, but if you can't see that continually talking to the other person is pretty much just adding fuel to the dumpster fire that you've got in front of you, then no amount of therapy can really help. Yep, that was a lot. Now back to group counselling. The fact that Kalani is still in contact with the other guy comes up, and she says that while she's here, she'll block that guy. I agree with Angela's face. What does she mean while they're there? What, as soon as the resort's over, they're going to go back to talking?
That is huge.
No, it wasn't. It was like a band-aid over a broken leg. But he's happy with the progress. So I can't wait to see how these two, and of course the other couples, go at this retreat. I'll see you then. Bye!